carry him through these critical moments. Well, he'll take the second serve there.
Yep.
15. Let's proceed.
Well, the attacking play again pays off for Roddick.
That slice backhand, as we watch it again here, he just comes under it nicely, but gets enough depth to force Tursunov to go for a little too much on that passing shot.
Tursunov still looking as if he means business.
No, the minute he hit that slice approach, way too much of it.
14.
It's a lot.
Roddick hangs on. 10 games all. We're getting into the level of classic matchup here. Of course, Roddick has gone deep in the fifth set before. I know he played Yunus El-Anawi at the Australian Open back in 2003 in the quarterfinals. That one went 21-19.
We're still talking about that one in Australia and around the tennis world. 3 hours and 59 minutes.
A heavy two-hander, and Roddick did well just to fight off the bad bounce.
15.
tennis, and Tursunov just yo-yoing Roddick around the court and finishing with a touch of genius.
That is incredible. Comes the two-hander. Roddick on the full run. There's the drop shot. Look at the slice. Perfect.
Remarkable clay court tennis from a player who had only won one match on clay before the French Open in 6 events. He did play to the 3rd round of the French Open, so was beginning to get comfortable on this surface. But watching him here today, he looks like a legitimate contender in any clay court event, the way he's producing his game. Plenty of chances to move to 11-10. And he takes it on the first go. Tursunov, 11-10 in the 5th. Stay with us.
The Audi Q7, the SUV from the creator of Quattro.
Working from home changed my life.
It all started when I was referred by this free service.
All you need is a computer and a little belief in yourself.
With all the money I made working from home, I bought a new home. This is the one website you have to visit.
I love the lifestyle my home business offers. And the money's great, too.
If you're not working from home, then you're missing out on your share of a multi-billion-dollar industry.
I make over $7,000 a month working part-time.
I'm making $5,000 a month. Never thought I'd make this much right out of school.
I actually like what I do now, and I'm making more than ever.
Put your computer to work now.
My goal for next month is $20,000.
Working from home changed my life. This is the one website you have to visit.
I love working from home.
Ready for more money? Start earning extra money yourself by going to this website today.
Log on to 37venture.com now.
The Davis Cup by BNP Paribas, Russia versus the United States, presented by AIG. Andy Roddick looking to stay alive again.
We mentioned it before, Lee, but every time that he walks over and changes sides in this long set, he is down a game.
Of course, having said that, Barry, the one advantage he does have is that he comes out after the rest. So he comes out fresh.
True.
Whatever slight advantage he can gain from just collecting his energy there on the break, he'll use that in that service game. Let's take another look on our Hawkeye. There are no player challenges. But Sandra Dudjenkin, the chair umpire, is going to take a look. And we've got conflicting interpretations of some evidence here.
Boy.
We need a CSI team out here to tell us what's going on. But according to the technology, it's good. According to the mark that Sandra Dudjenkin sees, it's out.
The human element versus the electronic. The humans won this one.
Not if you're Andy Roddick.
That's right.
So a second serve.
Sandra Dudjenkin out of France in the chair.
Now, is that an argument, Barry, to have replay technology at the French Open?
I think so. I really do.
The player challenge, I guess I should say. Well, no first serves in this game, but he still has a 30-love advantage.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a nice finish.
Roddick got a bad bounce. You could see it. The ball jumped right at him, but he handled it. On the full run, he'll just sweep it up the line.
Let's focus.
Because that first one was a lot of people thought that was a double fault. And he just says that's too good.
Well, that's an interesting play, really, when you think that, you know, he senses he's going to lose the game anyways, but he's going to make Roddick work hard in losing.
He's playing the score very smartly. He's down 40 love. Why not take a chance? And it worked.
Now Roddick using his favorite weapon, the serve, to carry him to 11 games all. And Barry, I think you and I have just jumped down the rabbit hole. 11 games all here in the 5th set. You couldn't ask for better drama than this.
Who would have thought over 4 hours ago when this match started that we'd be sitting here in a non-tiebreak deciding set and also the deciding match of the tie.
Potentially if Russia wins.
Yeah.
That is absolutely right. So here's Tursunov.
Continuing to serve well.
15-9.
And he hits the same shot that the Russian won on about 3 games ago. Runs around that forehand. Takes a big chance, and the Americans on their feet.
Scoring with the forehand. Well, Tursunov, as we've discussed, he really developed his game as a youngster in Northern California. Yet here he is playing in the Russian Davis Cup team. He emigrated there when he was 12 years of age. He gets teased a little bit by his teammates. They say, well, you know, you're a Russian in America, and here in Russia, you're an American. So in some ways, he's a man without a country, but certainly winning fans here in Moscow this weekend.
Good. Oh, and the drop shot may haunt him now. Roddick just barely getting his racket on the ball. It's got a lot of underspin. Tursunov tries to do a bit more with it on that drop shot. Point as Roddick just hangs in, keeps getting that ball in play. Now watch the delicate little shot here that Tursunov pulls off. Ooh, what a way to end it.
And that's the type of play where you could just as easily see him miss that.
Absolutely.
Well, he holds his nerve, and he's looking to hold his serve here. one of Roddick's best return, and that's a facet of his game that he's been improving year after year. I think you add Jimmy Connors into the mix, and that's going to be a part of his game that's only going to get better. Jimmy Connors had one of the best returns in the business.
Wide.
What a shot by Roddick. Well behind the baseline and able to produce a winner.
Tursunov really gets caught. And he goes through with one of his best forehands.
Tursunov.
Special. And Roddick is just digging deep, and he's starting to take some chances on the return, and it's actually paying off for him. Deuce for the third time.
This crowd getting its rubles worth today.
That's for sure. And remember, that score is correct. 11 games all. Deuce.
Ace.
Tursunov holds his serve, 12-11. The Davis Cup semifinals are on the line.
BNP Paribas, sponsoring tennis. Every kind of tennis.
Pop quiz. What midsize SUV has a remarkably spacious interior, a class-leading warranty, a 5-star crash safety rating, and starts at just $15,865 after $4,000 cash back? Is it A, the rugged Kia Sorento, B, the tough Kia Sorento, C, the durable Kia Sorento, or D, all of the above? Correct. You picked the Kia Sorento, and with $4,000 cash back, there really is no other choice. Hurry in and get $4,000 cash back on the comfortably refined Kia Sorento. To learn more, visit kia.com.
Well, we've played 23 games in the fifth set and no decision. Andy Roddick serving to try and get even at 12 games all. And there have been some Davis Cup moments equal to this and even surpassing this.
I can understand Marc Rosset there from Switzerland going against Magnus Larsson. Two huge servers. I'm sure that was an indoor match. And they went at it until 13-11 in that final set back in 1997. Very understandable.
Muster taking on Stieg in 94. Boy, some great Davis Cup moments, and we're witnessing another one here. Andy Roddick serving at 11-12.
That's good. Tursunov runs around that forehand, has to hit the winner, and he does.
Oh, the backhand floats long, and here is really a crisis situation for Roddick, down love 30.
This one hurt, and he was trying to get that ball deep, and just a little too much.
Well, he called on his first serve, and it came to the rescue.
15-30. Спасибо.
It's good. Oh, that's better. Oh, what a shot from Tursunov. The rolling forehand up the line. And look at the side spin on that ball. It was outside that line all the way until the last couple of moments.
Well, it's been a long and winding road, but here are match points and tie clinching points for Russia.
Пожалуйста, спасибо.
Saves one.
Спасибо. Отлично, спасибо.
Ooh. And he didn't like the call.
May have caught the slightest bit of the line. And Sandra Jajenkin agrees. And not only that, the ball is called an ace as it rocketed past Tursunov. So 2 match points saved by Roddick.
Tursunov does not say a word. Leaf, really amazing. Could have put up a big stake. That was a huge point.
Another remarkable forehand cross court.
Again, so far behind that baseline. She can't handle it anymore.
Match point number 3. Fights it off. Oh, what an ace. from 3 tie-clinching points down to a point now for 12 all. That's just too good. In fact, it's awesome.
Oh. How many forehand winners can this kid hit? Oh, and he tries the drop shot.
Roddick rewarded for just toughing out the ball, just getting it back into play. Roddick able to finish off the game. What a recovery.
Tursunov just gets the racket on the slice. And he said, this is it. I've got to go for it. And he does.
Now we've got a few American tennis fans on hand here in Moscow. And they are watching something remarkable unfold. 12 games all in the 5th and deciding set. No one's enjoying it more than this man, Andy Roddick. Well, he has just been nerveless.
Amazingly.
An ace wide on his second serve.
Second serve. And the drop shot works. It was high. It was slow. Gave Roddick plenty of time to get to it. But the open court. Looking over at his teammates to confirm that ball was out.
Signs of fatigue in Roddick, perhaps. Some room down the line. I wasn't sure Roddick was going to make the run for it, but the net intercepted the play.
Tursunov, who has the entire court, nets that ball. That's Roddick back in the game.
That look on Patrick McEnroe's face. Why did I sign up for this? Having to endure the ups and downs of one of the great Davis Cup matches of all time. What a shot. And Tursunov moves ahead 13-12.
With all the talk about Medicare Part D, I wasn't sure which prescription drug plan was right for me.
So I got the facts with my free Part D advisor from the AARP Medicare RX plan.
It's only 8 pages, and yet it covers the important facts you or someone you love needs to know.
If you still have questions about Medicare Part D, now's the time to call and get the facts with your free Part D Advisor Guide. You'll learn what you need to know from this simple, easy-to-follow guide, like how Part D prescription drug coverage really works, how to make sense of the drug list, even how you may qualify for extra help.
Use this time to get the facts about Medicare Part D. Call for your free Part D Advisor.
From the plan trusted by more Americans than any other, the AARP Medicare RX plan.
Annual enrollment for 2007 is right around the corner. It's not too early to get the facts you need.
Call now for your free guide, the Part D Advisor from the AARP Medicare RX plan, insured by United Healthcare Insurance Company.
Well, this fourth match of the 2006 Davis Cup World Group semifinals still very much alive here in the fifth set. 13-12 for Tursunov over Roddick, and you can see where we are going with this. The longest U.S. Davis Cup matches since the advent of the tiebreak, and Roddick and Tursunov are closing in.
Really interesting, Leaf. You and I were there when Gonzalez played Blake. That marathon at Mission Hills earlier this year, 4 hours and 20 minutes for that one. But this one could beat them all.
Roddick looking to perhaps have a better result as Gonzalez took out Blake in that singles match. Roddick's win over Rokas catapulted the U.S. back into the world group for this year.
Well, the players obviously holding up well, but you have to think, how are those lines people holding up? How are those ball kids holding up? And how's Sandra DeJankin in the chair holding up? This is a real marathon.
Some interesting play from Tursunov there. He's just not giving Roddick too much pace, forcing the American to produce it all himself.
Just catches the tape. Tursunov thought he had that for a winner.
This is really one of the defining moments of Tursunov's career. The other members of the Russian team have always played well in Moscow. The Moscow tennis community knows them well. Davydenko won the Moscow tournament. So did Andreev. And Yuzny, of course, won the event in St. Petersburg. Everyone knows in Russia who Marat Safin is, two-time Grand Slam champion. So for 23-year-old Dmitry Tursunov, a chance to really prove himself in front of the home crowd. So Roddick forges ahead. And these guys in some ways are like two tired boxers, two heavyweights, trying to be able to lift up their gloves and continue. Now the questions of endurance. How much do these have? How much do they have left in the tank? 13 all.
Don't believe it, so casual. Tursunov. What a shot off that forehand. He goes over to it and then just cups underneath the ball. Look at the angle. That is a sensational drop shot.
That really is. Well, you talk about swagger. I mean, this man is filled with confidence to play that shot at this moment. Of these moments, Barry, is about conserving energy, recognizing your moment to really push hard.
At this point in the match, that becomes a big part of it. You have to really conserve every bit of energy. That's why the drop shot has become so effective for Tursunov. Cuts the point down. He wins the point.
Yeah, and Roddick has to make a decision. Do I run after it here, or do I concede the point?
Exactly.
Oh, it looked like an easy service game, looking a little more tricky now at 40-30. Roddick wanted that forehand badly. 14-13.
What's cooking at Stouffer's? A whole menu of restaurant-inspired dishes. Corner bistro entrees from Stouffer's. 6 delicious entrees like seafood scampi, shrimp and scallops tossed in a buttery garlic sauce and served over linguine pasta. It's not what you'd expect from frozen, but it is what you'd expect from Stouffer's. Try our full menu of corner bistro entrees and see what's cooking at Stouffer's.
A day at the races, Del Mar, California, $600. A birthday party with a few close friends, Miami, Florida, $1,500. Personal tour of a Las Vegas hotel suite, $2,800. An afternoon at the zoo, Moscow, Russia, $4,500. Cost of traveling the world with open access? Priceless. Open access, only on the Tennis Channel. Get schedule info at thetennischannel.com.
Dmitry Tursunov has held serve and holds on to a 14-13 lead in the 5th set. And this has become the longest U.S. Davis Cup match in history, and that's since the advent of the tiebreak in '89, surpassing Roddick's match with Olivier Rochus back in late 2005. And you can see some of the great matches that have been a part of Davis Cup history. So Roddick, for the 8th time, trying to hang on in this match, serving to stay alive. Remember, he served for the match at 6-5. Tursunov broke back. Now we have held serve up to this point. Ball!
First time we've seen Tursunov start talking to himself. May be a bad sign.
Well, he speaks fluent English as well as Russian. See what language he's speaking.
It is a very quick game for Roddick. Just the kind he would love at this point in the match. Saves all that energy, and now he can build up for the return of serve game right here.
And it's been a lot of pressure on both men, but certainly Roddick, playing behind in the score, has had to face some difficult moments. And the first point you feel in these service games, very critical. If you can hold on to that first point, you get a feeling like the returner might not have as much interest in the game as if he had won the point. So looking for some answers here. Remember, if Tursunov can win this match, he would clinch the tie for Russia, clinch a spot in the Davis Cup finals against Argentina. Roddick trying to keep U.S. hopes alive. Remember, Marat Safin and James Blake on tap for the final match.
Well, we saw James Blake as this match got underway, but we haven't seen him for the last couple of hours, Leaf. I'm sure he is nowhere near this court trying to conserve energy either way, but especially if Roddick were to win.
Well, it's such a supercharged atmosphere on this court as we go even further into this final set. Dmitry Tursunov, 15-14.
Does back pain limit your motion? Get relief with Icy Hot Pro Therapy, powered by Hot Packs.
100 boxes a day? No problem.
My back stays warm and loose. Relief and support. Pro Therapy from Icy Hot. It's about freedom of motion.
Do you have an adjustable rate mortgage? How much has your monthly payment gone up? Do you have credit card debt? Get a new low fixed rate home loan with one low monthly payment, even if you have a credit problem. Call 1-800-962-1259.
Own a timeshare? Turn it into cash.
Timeshares only got us our full asking price before our next monthly payment was due.
Own a campground membership? Turn it into cash.
Timeshares only sold our campground membership fast and for the price we wanted.
Call now and we'll send you absolutely free this information kit, including 10 secrets to buying, selling, and renting timeshares. Timeshares Only is the nation's largest, #1 most successful timeshare agency.
We represent properties from the biggest names in the timeshare industry.
When it comes to selling, renting, or buying timeshares, no one comes close to Timeshares Only.
With over $2 billion of timeshares sold in the last 6 months, now's the perfect time to sell, rent, or buy. And no one sells more timeshares than we do.
You owe it to yourself to work with the best. Timeshares Only, the most trusted name in timeshares.
Call 800-372-0039 to sell, rent, or buy your timeshare and get your free information kit. Don't delay. Call 800-372-0039.
Well, Andy Roddick must serve again to stay alive in this remarkable encounter. 14-15. Roddick facing a deficit again, and this has officially become the longest final set in World Group Davis Cup history. That's, of course, since '89, Barry, when they started playing with the tiebreak.
It's amazing, and it really is. We mentioned that Rose Larson, obviously two huge servers, but we've got a couple big servers today, and Tursunov has definitely surprised with that first serve. It's kept him in this match.
Yeah, he's a powerful player, and he's really showcased his skills in so many facets of play. His forehand's been tremendous, his serve, and at times his backhand cross-court's been awesome as well. But Andy Roddick has hung tough here. He's playing on the Russians' home court on his least favorite surface. Yet, as always, he's competed so well, something he always does.
And there's the trainer now doing a little work on the Tursunov right leg. First time we've seen that happen. I'm not surprised at this point in the match. A little extra time, and the grounds crew out taking advantage of that extra time to try and smooth this court out.
You almost wonder if you could strap an odometer to these guys' legs to see how many miles they have run out here on this stadium court. Remarkable physical achievement that they're still playing as well as they are.
Садитесь, пожалуйста. 15 over.
Catches him.
Well, again, Roddick struggling to put the Russian off balance.
15 over.
Gets behind that ball beautifully and forces Roddick into a difficult volley situation. So 15 all.
Tursunov now walking a little gingerly. If you can see his stride there after that last missed forehand.
Roddick able to haul himself up for another first delivery. A cracking ace carries him to game point.
Game USA.
Gosh, what remarkable production.
Roddick, new ball space.
He looks to the sky.
15 games over.
Roddick, I think he's saying one more game.
This is really amazing. I mean, these guys. And on a clay court too, Leaf, you have to work so much harder than any other surface. And it says, hold on a second.
Great effort from Roddick earns him that first point. And you could hear the effort he was putting into chasing down that forehand.
Love 15.
That was the kind of situation, Barry, we were just talking about. Roddick had won the first point returning, so he gave it his very best effort to try and track down that shot. However exhausting as it may have been, he felt like this maybe was his chance. Just unable to track it down. Well, no matter the outcome of this match, this one will stay with these two for a while. Well, Roddick got a couple of aces in his last service game, and now it's Tursunov's turn. He's got a couple here.
Three in a row.
Tursunov, 16-15 in the fifth set. Stay with us.
the Audi Q7, the SUV from the creator of Quattro.
Championships Luxembourg. Final action begins live October 1st at 9 a.m.
Well, no artificial hype necessary here. This scoreline tells it all. Tursunov, 16. Roddick, 15. And once again, Roddick will try and serve to stay alive in this fifth set.
And keep his team alive, down 2-1.
That's right. Roddick served for this match at 6-5, failed to close it out. Tursunov had 3 match points at 12-11. Here we are in the 32nd game of this set.
A little drama also because that trainer out working on Tursunov's leg makes you a little nervous, but Roddick opens with a double. Bryans have not left their seat since this match began. Tursunov again with that glorious forehand. Boy, talk about a weapon. That's been his big shot all afternoon. Tursunov now moving way back on the return of serve. Was undecided on what kind of a shot to hit there. Started with a slice.
Trying to shake it off. Another moment of truth. This is Tursunov's 4th match point. And Roddick dig deep again.
Great return.
Tursunov wins it. Well, what a remarkable finish. 17-15 in the final set. A marathon set for Russia to finish off the U.S. in this World Group semifinal. And they're into the final against Argentina. This was one to remember.
Dmitry Tursunov played the match of his life today. Hit beautiful shots, and did he ever compete for his country in the biggest match of his career?
Well, this is a moment to remember. Certainly Andy Roddick won't forget it as well. He had a chance to close out that 5th set on his serve, but couldn't do it, and then just could not get enough energy to find a way past Tursunov.
So the Russians into the finals of the Davis Cup in 2006.
Well, we'll come back to wrap things up. Russia into the championship of the Davis Cup.
Tests are completed. The results are in. The all-new Kia Sedona is the first and only minivan to earn both the Insurance Institute's top safety pick and the government's 5-star crash safety rating in all 4 categories. The all-new Kia Sedona, the highest safety-rated minivan ever built. And with a 10-year warranty, it's also the best value on the road. To learn more, visit kia.com.
Hi, I'm John Scherer, CEO and founder of Video Professor. I'm the guy that gives away the free computer learning lessons. Well, today I'm here to tell you about a great new lesson that many of you have been asking for. And here it is, how to buy and sell on eBay. And I'll give it to you free. Now, I'm not going to tell you that I'll make you the next millionaire selling an attic full of baseball cards, but I can guarantee you that I'll teach you everything you need to know about eBay. And again, I'll send you this lesson free. Now, I can do this because I know that once you try my lesson on eBay, you'll be so satisfied that the next time you need to learn anything about computers, you'll come back to Video Professor for all your computer learning needs. And with over 40 lessons on all of today's most popular computer programs, I know there is more you want to learn. And don't forget, call now and I'll send you eBay or any other lesson of your choice free. And I guarantee your satisfaction. Or I'll send you $10. So what do you got to lose? Try my product.
Call 1-800-352-6476.
Dmitry Tursunov, he's our winner, and Russia is into the finals against Argentina. They take out the U.S. an insurmountable lead 3-1, but it took a record-setting final set to clinch the win over the U.S. Well, both men talked about how they were feeling after such an awesome match.
Andy, I don't think is quite different of a clay court than, let's say, Rafael Nadal. So it's a little bit easier to play, but again, he's a great player and he's top 10 in the world, and he was top 1. I mean, he was number 1. So the guy's got some experience, and it's just it's a very good feeling to beat someone like that.
I lost 2 matches here this weekend. There's not too much to be proud of. You know, I feel like I let my team down, and you know, Davis Cup losses are probably some of the toughest losses that you'll take. It's tough to be impartial right now because you see the faces of your teammates, and they're trying as hard as they can to be supportive. But another year and we're not going to win the Davis Cup again.
Well, Roddick clearly disappointed, but that opening day critical as the Russians got out of the block strongly.
Leif, I've seen some great matches in Davis Cup, but this one, with Tursunov winning in a crucial match, was one of the best I've ever witnessed.
Yeah, this was a strong Russian team. Bob and Mike Bryan able to secure the doubles point, but it just wasn't enough. And Russia takes out the U.S. Well, the talent and depth of the Russian squad, plus the red clay court, they were just too much for the U.S. squad, and they fall short again in the semifinals. Disappointment for Patrick McEnroe, elation for the Russian captain Shamil Tarpashev, who orchestrated his lineup so effectively.
And certainly a diplomatic Russian when he mentioned Nadal, and then of course he said, listen, I played one of the best players in the world today in Andy Roddick. Maybe not as tough on clay. A great young player, Tursunov. We're going to hear a lot more from him in the future.
Yeah, I think you're right. Tursunov really showing that he's a man on the rise. He remains undefeated in Davis Cup play. Well, it's been a great run here on OLN. Following the U.S. squad to the semifinals, they fall just short, but we hope you enjoyed the ride. We certainly enjoyed sharing it with you. For all of us at OLN, for Barry McKay, I'm Leif Shirus. See you next time.